Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm not in my usual location, so the stream might go a little weird, but welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. Hopefully, this is coming through. And I am streaming remotely at, at an airport right now. And that's because my flight got canceled, got delayed, and I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here for a while. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm wearing a microphone right now. There, I'll hold the microphone directly to my mouth. That'll be a little bit better. There we go. How about now? Better? Is it better? No? Alright, let me adjust. Let me adjust. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I can't really get it louder. This is as loud as it can go. Hello, 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 hello. How about if I just take off my microphone? How about now? Is it better? Is it better? Alright, so I took off my microphone. I guess the microphone doesn't really work with my laptop. Anyways, I decided to stream because you guys know why. You guys know Bitcoin was just at 55,000. It's at 54.7 right now, and you know what? I just have to stream. I wasn't planning on, like I said, I was going to stream when I get there, when I get to my location. But since I'm delayed at the airport, I am streaming for you guys. All right, so I'm gonna make the best of it, and hopefully I don't get distracted and no one bothers us. But you know what? There's not much to say right now. I mean, Bitcoin is just on a tear. Remember, I told you guys in September we just need to get out of September. That was it. That was really it. September 8. I think 8 out of the last 10 years, September has been really, really bad for Bitcoin. For whatever reason. And then October, November, December is usually the most bullish months of any year for Bitcoin, and especially for the last year of the 4-year cycle. All right, so that is what we're seeing right now. Bitcoin, this first week of October has just been an absolute tear, going from 40,000 low now to about 55,000. And we broke the previous high of 52,000 from not too long ago. I said that was going to be an important mark to break, and we did. Look at it. Last time we went on 52, we couldn't hold. The whales dumped us, and now we're back above. And there's really nothing stopping Bitcoin from hitting $60,000, which is only about 10% away. 10% away. So there's still people that's saying it's a bull trap. Right? The people that are still calling a bull trap or calling a trap or calling whatever are just miserable because they've been sitting on the sidelines forever and they have missed out on all the gains, or they got wrecked because they placed a short leverage play. So I mean, overall, there's just really nothing stopping Bitcoin. I told you guys, 60,000 will be around the corner. Plan B also predicted 64,000. Ignore the intercom behind me. Like I said, I'm at an airport. But you know what? 60,000 will be around the corner, and 100,000 will be right after that. So, because I'm at an airport, I really don't have that much material. I'm just going to steal Tech Dev's charts here. So he tweeted us out a couple things. You know, Tech Dev is really good at coming out with patterns, fractal patterns versus before, right? 2013, 2017, 2021. Let's re-look at some of the things he posted. For example, the monthly RSI having a double top happened in 2013, happened in 2017, and it's happening again in 2021. And look at it, the monthly RSI is nowhere close to hitting that trend line. By the time it hits it, Bitcoin will probably be at 100,000. Probably above 100,000, probably at 150,000, right? Here's another one, 2013, 2017, and 2021, right? Looking at the monthly CMF, nowhere close that blow off top, that top that we're waiting for, that's still coming. Here's another one where there's a bear trend, and then there's a dip. And I think this is the better chart where you look at bear trend confirmed, and then after the bear trend, you have a pretty good significant rally, and that is exactly what we're seeing. So I've told you guys to stay strong, right? And we're finally seeing Bitcoin make some serious moves once again. And you know what? I saw this headline. Not that this is really a good headline, but even George Soros, another George, maybe not the kind of George we want, but George Soros also has bought Bitcoin. Yes, their CEO of the George Soros Fund have come out and said that they own Bitcoin. Everyone owns Bitcoin. This is what I'm saying. 2021 is just so different from all other years because you didn't have all the major investment funds, VCs, institutions, family offices, public trade companies that are all FOMOing in. They're the ones that led the rally. They're the ones that FOMOed in first. Retail didn't FOMO in yet. Imagine when there's more FOMO from retail and you add that all together, man, after 100,000, I can't wait to see what happens. Now, in addition to Bitcoin today, you look at market cap is up significantly, 2.35. We're close to all-time high for market cap. It was like 2.4 something. So we're about 100 billion away, which probably will come later today. But the story is BTC Dominance continues to go up. This is something I brought up yesterday. I said we need to watch it, right? One day, maybe not a big deal. Now it's 2 days. You can see Bitcoin Dominance went up 2%, full 2% from yesterday to today. And the reason being, look at it, Bitcoin is up almost 10%, but Ethereum only half. BNB hardly moved. Cardano hardly moved. Solana still didn't move. Even Doge today didn't move. You have a little bit moving for Polkadot. Luna is still down. Avalanche is still down. Shiba still continues to be crazy. I did a stream last night about Shiba. Some of you guys enjoyed it, some of you guys didn't. But ultimately, Shiba will be volatile, so you have to watch out. But it does seem like Shiba is going the right direction. They are actually building, not just memeing. So I don't know. Right now, there's just a ton of FOMO into Shiba. And Robinhood, once they open it up, that's gonna be crazy. But going down the list, you have a little bit, a little bit of greens, but overall, you can see all these greens are under Bitcoin's gains right now, right? So this is a turn of events. This is something we need to study, because in 2017, when Bitcoin had its tremendous run up, guess what happened? The altcoins got weaker. Bitcoin dominance shot up to the moon, all the way up to about 70%. So now, are we going to see the same thing? It's too early, way too early to call. But that's something we have to look at, because yesterday morning I also covered a story about institutions and how they started putting more money into Bitcoin. They've been buying altcoins, which is why they probably have gone up so much. But now they're turning attention to Bitcoin because we're in the last 3 months of the year, right? So that is something we need to watch out for. But overall, today's a fantastic day. I mean, you can't argue anything else. Today's a fantastic day for Bitcoin holders, fantastic day for crypto holders overall. And if you look at one headline after another, they're all positive. Every single miner is now holding on to all their mined Bitcoin. And there's just more and more companies that's thinking about Bitcoin, about putting it in the balance sheet, about creating some kind of usage, some service, right? Yeah, man, it's just and the thing is, this is only the beginning. Bitcoin at 55,000 is only at the beginning. It's still very early, and I will argue the same thing for many of the altcoins out there, because there are a lot of people that have not jumped in yet. So there you go. All right, that's really all my usual spiel. I usually have more articles and interesting to show you guys, but since I am on the move, I really can't. All right, I'm trying to catch up with this chat here, and I can't scroll as much as I can, like on my desktop. George, another George, became a George. Congratulations. Welcome. Um, Guitar player Noah. Um, that's not her fault. So take a second and think about that. A1, no problem. Like I said, I was planning on streaming when I was out getting to my location. I'm actually going back to Texas, guys. Toyota has invited me once again to test drive the brand new Tundra. That is why I'm going back to Texas. Unfortunately, now I got delayed, and I'm going to basically spend a whole day at the airport and plus flying because now I have to catch a connecting flight. It's just like, it's a mess. This is why I hate travel. Pretty soon, though, I'll be able to fly private, so then this won't be a problem. I'll be like Grant Cardone and just purchase my own Gulfstream. Um, Dead Day says George Soros is the worst guy on the planet. Maybe that's why I said, even though he's a George, he may not be the right kind of George. All right. Yeah. Someone saying, what happened to China FUD or whatever. What happened to the FUD? Yeah, what happened to the FUDers, right? People that are claiming that Bitcoin hit a peak at 60,000, we're gonna go back to 10,000. What happened to those people? Is anyone claiming anymore that Bitcoin's gonna fall down to 10,000 from where we are? So that's why I told you guys, this is all nonsense. People that spread that FUD is because they are miserable themselves. They missed out, and they're trying to bring everyone down to their level. And there's still people that are claiming, oh, it's a bear trap. Bear trap what? We were at 30,000 already. We're at 40,000, right? So we already had the dips, and Bitcoin held strong and is continuing forward. Don't I live in Texas? I live everywhere. Georgians live everywhere. Interesting fact. How I told you guys about Section 179 and how you could deduct a 6,000 plus pound car or SUV or truck. Interesting fact, you could deduct the airplane too and helicopters. If you actually use it for your business, 100% deductible, helicopters and planes. FYI, for those of you guys that are ultra uber whales. Red Pill says, I've been telling her 6 months now. My mom wants to buy BTC, but should she wait for a dip? Right now it's too high. It's always the same story. Okay, it's always the same story. We'll have dips, but you never know. They may not come for a long time, and once they come, they could stay for a long time. The best way to do it, I would just advise you to tell your mom to DCA. That's what I told my mom. Basically, every Friday or every 2 weeks or whatever, put a little amount and just do it for the next 5 years. Because in 5 years, Bitcoin will be probably at $1 million. So it's definitely worth doing. Jeff, I appreciate it. I hate flying. I don't really hate flying. Yeah, forget it. I was gonna share something. It's not relevant. Buy a plane. If you do buy a Gulfstream for like 20, 30, 40, 50 million, then you have to pay for a pilot, and you have to pay for refilling, and you have to pay for storage and airport fees. That's a lot of fees. I'm not quite there yet. Not at Grant Cardone's level, but pretty soon. Pretty soon, I guess. If Bitcoin goes up to $150,000, $200,000, and all coins go up like I predicted, 5 to 10x from here, and some may go even higher than that. Yeah, that's gonna be major life changing wealth. Not just for some of us, for almost all of us that's in the game. That's a lot. Just think about it. 5 to 10x from our current level. Man, that's gonna be so tremendous. The funny thing is, but one Lambo. Next year, my secret car, you guys will know. It'll be here, so hopefully I'll be able to drive that around. How do we avoid greed and FOMO when a big rally is going on? You just have to remember and remind yourself that even though, yeah, we have many pumps, but we also had a lot of dumps too, consolidation periods where Bitcoin seemed like it wasn't going to go anywhere. Same with altcoins. So remind yourself of that and make sure you take profits. That's the best thing to do. Take profits on the way up. And I'm not saying take profits, sell all, but just take a little bit, 10%, whatever, 15%. Take some off the top so that you have cash on the side. So that way, it prevents you from being ultra greedy. That way, if there's a correction, there's a dip, you're able to take advantage again. So that's the best thing, I would say. Remember to take profits on the way up. But for me, I'm not taking profits until Bitcoin makes a new high above 64,000, heads to 70, 80, 90, 100. Like every 10,000 level, I'll take a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, I'm not going to repeat what I just said, but it's funny. John Lai, how do you deal with the fear and greed index when the market is currently in the greed? Nothing. It's greed and fear index. I think the best thing about it is you could use it as a bottom and top indicator. When it shows that the whole market is fearful for a very long time, that's a pretty good bottom indicator. The same thing when it's very greedy for a very long time, it's a top indicator. So I think that's the best way to do it. But there's gonna be a lot wild swings. Retail investors, emotions run high and it could go up and down really, really quickly. Vandal, appreciate that. Smash up a like, guys. Tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I have a dinner, pretty fancy dinner. I think a rooftop dinner. I may stream from my phone on the rooftop, but tonight could be very, very good. Bitcoin, if it smashes through $60,000, man, FOMO could start hitting. Been talking about FOMO after 100,000. If Bitcoin hit 60,000 tonight, there could be some true FOMO, some crazy FOMO. So we'll see what happens tonight. What do you take from profits from BTC or altcoins? Everything. Unless you're in the red, obviously that doesn't make sense. But if your portfolio is all in the green, then do it from everything. And it could just be a little bit, like I said, taking profits does not mean you have to sell half or all of it. It could just be a little bit, just to make sure you lock in some of that gains. How high do you think Shiba could go? I don't know. The way Shiba is going. Oh shoot! I accidentally made you a moderator. Oops, Nick. All right, Nick. Sorry, I accidentally deleted your message, but I saw what you asked about Shiba. I mean, Shiba is pure FOMO right now. It could go a lot higher, and it could dump too. So be careful, right? I've said yesterday, if you want to take a chance with Shiba, put in a little amount, right? Ride it up to the moon. That's fine, but do not try to use that as a lottery ticket because it could end really badly. We have seen tremendous movements up and down, right? So be careful. But I do think after looking at it deeper, I do think Shiba is actually has better long-term prospects than even Doge because they're actually building out dApps and tracking dApps and building out a lot of things that doesn't even exist on Doge. So it's good for the team. I mean, I could see why so many people loved Shiba. Do you think the BTC will continue to rise? That's Lucas. That's the $1,000,000 question. It can. It could continue to go up. That's the thing. It happened in 2017, and it went up for a very long time, and people lost hope in altcoins because the liquidity all went into Bitcoin because Bitcoin kept going up and up and up. So it's too early to call, but yesterday and today, 2 days where Bitcoin rallied, altcoins did not. So that's a turn of events. We haven't seen that in 2021 at all. 2021, basically, altcoins kept going while Bitcoin has been going. So it's an interesting thing. It's different. Last few days. Yeah, I'm surprised why Sol has not been moving so much. I mean, it did pump up tremendously, but it's been stagnant for a very long time. So I'm actually quite surprised by that. Shiba to 0.005, so it's gonna knock off some zeros. I don't even know how you say that, but yeah. Let me guess. Minneapolis to San Antonio. No, man, I'm not gonna be driving that. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Notice the slow crawl up versus blow off top, just like you said. Yep, it could be. You know, this whole thing. A lot of people are anticipating a blow off top, but maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe it's just a slow and steady rise. And then if that happens, then we could definitely carry into 2022 and just keep going and going and going and going and going, right? Look at this. Really nice recovery. Really nice recovery. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. There's more and more people here. I have my mask off, which is a no-no. And I don't have anything else to show you guys. I go get some lunch here. Maybe get a massage here at the airport and then get ready to go. Last few questions. Better to take profits on a bull run with short-term capital gains or wait until you hit long-term gains? It really depends. If you're in it for a long haul and you don't need the money at all, and you have cash on the side, then you could hold forever. You could hold for 5 to 10 years and then pay capital gains then, right? Or you could do it now if you need the cash on the side, right, to be able to take advantage of dips. Depends on your situation. All right. Life changing massage? No, I don't think they give those at the airport. At least not in the U.S. All right, guys. Uh, I'm reading these comments. You guys are too much. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. You know, overall, Bitcoin continues to go higher and higher and higher. I told you guys to stay strong, and those of you guys that did, congratulations. You're reaping the rewards right now. But know this: this is just the beginning. We're gonna see a lot more gains in the next few months. So stay healthy, my friends, and I'll see you guys tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tonight. I'll stream. I'll try to stream around the same time, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.